Families from the south evacuated to our region for a safe place to stay during Hurricane Irma.
Now, News Channel 11's Carissa Winstead met a family today. They're from the Tri-Cities. They moved to Tampa, Florida in 2014. Carissa, you learned they got out of there and went to Greeneville, Tennessee for a few days, right?
Yeah, Adam Chanley grew up in Greeneville and lived there most of his life. He moved to Tampa about 3 years ago, but after hearing about Hurricane Irma, he, along with his wife, 2 kids, and 3 pets, are now back in the region as they wait for the storm to pass. Jessica and Adam Chanley brought their 2 children, 4-year-old daughter Savannah and 2-year-old son Cameron, to Wallabies in Johnson City to let out some energy.
Here, our kids definitely need to get their energy out while they've been in the car for multiple days at a time.
That's because last Thursday, the family of 4 packed up what they could from their home in Tampa, Florida, and headed to Adam's dad's home in Greeneville.
Probably the scariest week of our life, just preparing to come down here. Although we had plenty of time to prepare to come down here, it's been trying to decide what you can leave and what you can keep.
The family packed into their minivan along with their 2 dogs and a cat, taking with them what they could.
Memorabilia, baby books, blankets that people maybe made for the children.
Adam says they had to take back roads all the way here, which took them 2 full days to arrive. But he says they didn't want to take any chances.
You know, the threat was very real, and we also live within a mile of the coast, so the storm surge threat was extremely real.
Adam has security cameras set up in his home that showed the power going out around 11:30 last night. But he says as far as he knows, his home was spared.
We were supposed to be a direct hit, and within the last, hour and a half before the storm came, it veered east a little bit and went towards Orlando.
He says his neighbors have driven by his home and his windows are still intact, but he's not sure what they will come home to. He says he's mainly concerned for friends who live nearby and one of his co-workers.
His house is literally in the ocean, so he's a very, very high risk of being homeless today.
But he's confident Tampa will be back up and running within months.
I don't know. I'd say in 6 months we'll have, really bounced back in a big way.
In Johnson City, Carissa Winstead, News Channel 11, in your corner.
Jessica Chanley says she's been in touch with friends of hers in Tennessee who are offering rooms to people from Tampa for them to stay until the storm passes. And meanwhile, their family will assess the storm and travel situations before heading back home.